Hey guys, I'm doing a Danty ritual. I live in California and it doesn't really rain here. And it's so exciting, it's raining outside. And I went out there to dump out my old offering wine and it's super foggy, which is nice, but it's often foggy in the mornings, but it's actually raining, which is really pleasant. I love rain. Um, so I'm doing a Danty ritual. I just wanted to show you guys the setup. It's much of the same. We have all fresh candles. It's a fresh honeysuckle candle. Of course they're all engraved and anointed with sandalwood essential oil. What makes me kind of excited is that I've really started utilizing the blood paint mixture that I made. I made a video talking about how there's actually even more blood in it now. Originally, it was like an evil. Okay, I didn't mean to say that. Originally, it was an equal mixture where it was an entire vial full of blood. It was all the way full of blood. It looks like it has condensation on it right now because I've actually started keeping it in the fridge because of the amount of blood content in this. But it was an entire vial of blood, and then there was an entire vial of paint because I had two vials. And then I mixed it together so it was an equal mixture of blood and paint. But now it actually has more blood in it than paint, to the point where I had to like remove some of the mixture from before so I could make room for there's like a significant amount of blood in here that's more than paint. And there's of course the other vial as well that's still in the fridge. I just pulled this one out to show you. But so with the stuff that I took off the top when I was mixing in like more blood, I had a lot of blood paint to work with. So I started I painted the candle today. That's blood paint. My sigil I painted in blood paint. I made another sigil for the next ritual that I do also in blood paint. But that's set aside. I also touched up some of these paintings that I'd previously done to him in blood paint. I couldn't do it on the one of the honeysuckle flowers because I intentionally mixed the green paint with white paint to get that really light green color for these flowers. So I couldn't do the blood paint on there because it would just stand out too much, but I did put it on the mask one. So that's exciting. Incense wise, it's much of the same. We have sandalwood, which is his traditional correspondent because he's a Goetic Duke, and I need to instill that in your mind. That's the reason why we use sandalwood for Goetic Dukes is because they're Venezuelan. Goetic Dukes are connected with Venus, so it's Venezuelan correspondence, and sandalwood is just an easy one. You can also branch out and go further than that. I also use rose. I sometimes use sandal rose, which makes me sneeze, which is a combination of rose and sandalwood. But tonight we're just using sandalwood, and we're using precious rose, which happens to be one of my favorites. I love the way rose incense smells. We're also using precious jasmine, which is a lunar correspondent, and we're using honeysuckle, which is his plant correspondent. Let's see, I think there's 4 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean 5. There's 5 of them. So what was the other one? Oh, precious Shannon. I'm also burning precious Shannon, which is like an Indian form of sandalwood. So that's the incense we have. Oh, I wanted to mention, I told you guys I got a new phone, right? Brand new phone. And I also bought a brand new SD card for my brand new phone. I wasn't reusing the old SD card for my old phone. And when I made that video, Beelzebub in the Armada, and I posted it, after I got all those flies on camera and I had uploaded the video, I actually found even more flies, like an insane amount of flies. And I wanted to film them, but every time I tried to film them, the video files would be corrupted on my brand new phone. And like the first time it happened, it was frustrating, but then I made another video in the video I referred to it happening, and then it happened again to that video. And every time I tried to film the same phenomenon, it corrupted the file. And it was so weird. Like the first time that it happened, I managed to film the video, and I managed to start watching the video, and it let me watch it. It let me watch part of the video, like it was playing fine, and then the screen glitched out, and then it said force closed, and unable to play this video. And so then I tried to play it again, and it wouldn't let me play it whatsoever. It wouldn't let me play it from the beginning. It was just corrupted. But the thumbnail still showed up as the image that it was supposed to be. But then the next video I tried to record, in which I said, hey, this just happened, and also here are these flies I wanted to show you. The thumbnail wouldn't even load. It was an error screen, and it would never let me open the video. It kept saying unknown error. I tried to open it with different apps. Nothing worked. It said unable to play this video. I tried to transfer it over to Drive. It said unable to process this video, unknown error. It was just a disaster. And then I took my phone to the phone store because I wanted them to install my new SIM card. And in the process, while I was there, I pointed out that had been happening. But we recorded a video in the phone store and it was fine. Like there were no issues. We made sure it was like over a minute long, and like we played the whole thing back to make sure that nothing happened, and the phone was working fine. But then it started corrupting again later on when I was trying to take pictures of like these 666s, because I'd like take pictures of numerology, and like the screen, like the thumbnail loaded okay, but when you clicked on the image over the 666, there were a bunch of vertical colored bars. Like it was glitched out. Like half of the image was okay, and the other half was like these different multicolored bars. So I got really mad, and I got a new SD card. It's definitely formatted, so hopefully we don't run into this issue again, because my activities are just really bad for electronics. But so I have to start the ritual before the sun comes up. This is for Dantalion. By the way, guys, I am working on a book. I guess I'm allowed to talk about it now because the guys published the front cover, like the artwork design. And the book isn't about Dantalion, but one of my passages is going to have some lesser known information about him that I haven't ever put in any of my videos. So